right, welcome back to WFAA Academy this Friday. Today we are talking safety and how to be Red Cross ready. So back with me is Steve Abbott, District Program Manager with the American Red Cross. Okay, so before the break we discussed the frequency of home fires and some easy steps that we can all take to try to prevent them. And now Steve's going to help us with what we need to know. Despite our best efforts, sometimes it still happens. We end up with a house fire. So Steve, what is sort of what you would consider the most important thing we need to know in order to help us in the event of a home fire?
Great question, Sonia. One of the most important things, there's a couple of different things that I want to cover. Most importantly, have a working smoke alarm. Extremely important. They save lives, okay? So please have a working smoke alarm. They're real easy to use. You need to test it once a month. You need to change out the batteries at least once a year. And every 10 years, you need to change out the whole device and get a new one. So just for an example, I want to show you how easy it is to test a smoke alarm. Is you just apply the button, and as you heard the beep, that indicates that the smoke alarm is in good working order. And if you hold the button again, you can silence the smoke alarm. But now you know that you've got a good working smoke alarm. One of the other things I want to mention is that we have a variety of smoke alarm detectors. Some of them have vibration ability so that our friends and family members that may have hearing impairments, vision impairments, can be warned about a fire as well. There's all kinds of different smoke alarms on the market. And so we want to make sure our family members are safe. You also want to make sure that you have one of these smoke alarms in each one of the bedrooms and outside of each sleeping area.
Okay, Steve, so let's say we're alerted, there's a fire. What do we need to do? Because I think, sometimes we think through methodically, okay, I would do this and this and this, but in the moment it feels so chaotic and you're so frantic. And like you mentioned earlier, you're sort of thinking of pets and documents and all this stuff. So what's the very first thing that we should do?
Well, the first thing you need to know is that a house can go up in 2 minutes.
Oh, wow.
That quickly. So what we want you to do is get out as quickly as you can. Pretty much leave everything behind. If you're going out through the house and you're trying to get out and there's a lot of smoke, one of the things you can do is get down low and continue to go to your exit point. If you run across a door that is closed and you're concerned that there's a fire on the other side, you can put your hand, the back of your hand against the door to feel if there's heat. Also look around the frame of the door to see if smoke is coming out. If it is, then you need to take that second way out of the house. And we want you to have 2 ways out of every room. So be aware of opportunities that, within your house where you can go to find safety. And we also want you to go out to, once you get outside, we want you to go to a pre-designated safe space.
Yeah, and I was just going to ask, where's the best place in order to, I guess if you're designating a safe meeting space, where is the best place? Outdoors, far away, or?
Yeah, definitely. You want to get out. Typically, I suggest to go out to the front, out maybe by the mailbox or to the curb out by the street. Make sure everybody in the family knows exactly where that safe place is for your family. So you need to go home, you need to think about it, you need to practice it with family members. If you live in an apartment complex, maybe it's coming out and going out to wherever you generally park your car. So make sure you sit down with your family and you guys decide as a whole where that safe place is going to be, so that when you leave from that fire, that chaotic scene, you can account for everyone as the fire department rolls in. You can say, yes, all my family member is here safe.
So I know, Steve, if people are watching, they're like, oh my gosh, how do I, it's a lot of information, right? But the Red Cross actually has a resource that makes this super easy. So where can people go to find that information?
Yeah, there's a couple things you can do. Obviously, you can call 1-800-RED-CROSS and we'll be happy to share information. And we definitely have a website that you can go to, is redcross.org. And as you see on the screen, I think they're showing you, is the redcross.org/NTX Homes Made Safer. Our goal, our mission is to keep you safe. We can provide information about fire safety and offer out free smoke alarms that we can give to you.
Thank you so much for this information. You've certainly given me a lot to think about, and I've covered everything from fires to floods for 18 years. So really appreciate your time today, and I'm sure that our audience is taking away a whole lot of great information. Thank you to you and everyone at the Red Cross for everything you guys do.
We appreciate this opportunity. I hope you have a great day.
Thanks, you too.